Hola Familia, and welcome to June's Whispers of the Butterflies, where it's all about strength, courage, and lemonade. I am Comadre Cristal, and I am honored to be here today with you to share the whispers of the month. Friendly reminder that I am a Bruja coach, spiritual mentor, and I'm just happy to be here to hold energy with you for this month of June. Before we dive in, I am going to have us get grounded, and then I will be sharing the whispers of the month. Remember that this is a space to slow down. This is a space for us to connect and listen to Gus and receive whatever the butterflies are carrying for us this month. So remember that this is a month. All these messages are an invitation to notice, sometimes an invitation to release, sometimes it's an invitation to lean into something. Regardless, these are all invitations. So because this is a collective, remember, familia, take what you like and leave the rest. So whenever you're ready, let us begin. Let's settle in, drop your shoulders. You can have your eyes open, close. But go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose, all the way in. Hold on top and release through your mouth. Exhale, let it go. Come into your body, come into this moment. Be here in the now. Um, so yeah, let's dive in. I'm excited. Happy June. I pray that May was a good month for all of you. It was interesting, just like as I said before, May was yeah, May had lots of repeating cycles, lots of things that were coming back, and lots of moments were just repeating. And that was the beauty of May, that there was a lot of invitation of what are you doing differently? How are you going to show up differently? How are you going to show up for yourself? How are you going to show up for your community? How are you going to show up in your power, in your magic? So today, before we dive into everything, I actually want to start off with sharing the goddess whispering this month. So then that way you know the intentions that are going on for the rest of the month. And for those of La Familia who feel called to work with her, who feel called to light a candle in her honor, create a temporary altar, whatever you feel is right for you. I encourage it. If you want to do more research on this goddess, you're more than welcome to as well. So this goddess whispering this month is the Lakshmi. She is the goddess from India. And in the tarot cards, that a reminder that I pull from the mystical goddess tarot. And you see this just she is divine feminine archetype. And with her pulling out with the Wheel of Fortune, that's what she's really showing us. This is the month where we are going to see abundance. We're going to see good fortune. We're going to see closures. The thing is that what she wants from you is also to remember what brings you joy. Remember what lights you up, and really tap into that energy, because that's alignment, familia. When you find what wakes you up, when you find what stirs something in you, when you find the joys that can be sent your way, you raise your vibration. And when you do that, that is when Lakshmi comes in and shares her magic and shares her wisdom and shares her abundance and prosperity. And so this month, she's really encouraging to remind you, like, this is what you're working towards. This is where you're going. Use me, be here. Use your community, use your ancestors, use your spirit team, use your own personal higher power. Use me if you need to. Not me, Lakshmi. But it's really about this energy of June, that she wants to walk alongside you. So this is your goddess whispering this month. Here are more messages that are going to be coming through from her. But a lot of it is find that childlike wonder as well. All right, familia? So with this said, let's talk a little bit about the energy of the month. So the energy of June really does feel a lot like don't give up, keep pushing forward. but it's not the just the encouragement of, hey, don't give up. It's the encouragement with the reminder and find your strength. Find those moments in your life that you have wanted to give up, those moments that you have wanted to quit and you didn't. Where did you find that perseverance from? And really tap into that. This month, this energy of June is really pushing us to remember our healing, remember where we come from, remember the work we've done moving forward, and really being able to create this mm, love for yourself, the love for one another. But I really want to tap into what it means by the love for yourself. Because here's the thing, familia. June, looks like a great month. This it's here where I'm located in the Northern Hemisphere. It's getting into summer. We're moving along. The weather's changing, things are happening. And sometimes temptations will come, old patterns, old relationships, and not necessarily meaning like they will come as a cycle, but it's what keeps us stagnant there. And so June is really showing us, hey, there's no more stagnant. Like you got to move forward. You have to take that deep down strength that you have, the strength that you have leaned on when you wanted to give up, the strength you have leaned on when you wanted to try something new, the strength you leaned on when fear kept knocking at your door, telling you, hey, you got to give up, you got to stop, you can't do this. That's the strength you leaned on, and that's the strength that I want you to hold on to for for June, because it's that energy that's really pushing us of we have to move forward in the direction we want to. Because with that said, we do have the I would say the theme of the month is really talking about make, making lemonade out of your lemons. Because familia, life happens all the time, constantly. That we have no control over this. We have no way of stopping us. The thing is that sometimes life does hand us a lot of lemons. It could be a truckload of lemons, it could be a couple lemons, it could just be one lemon. And and it's so funny because I use it an analogy of lemons because lemons could be tart, they could be sweet, they could range from all types. The thing is that sometimes when we get too many lemons, meaning too many problems, too many situations, too many things, we forget what to do with all those lemons. We can get overwhelmed with the lemons. And the theme of this month really is about you finding all of what you not finding, but taking everything that has been handed to you, taking your grief, taking your pain, taking your sorrows, taking your joys, taking your blessings, taking your experiences, all of everything that has created you, taking all of this and really making your own masterpiece, making your own lemonade, your own very tasty, refreshing lemonade, because that's what you do. When life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. Um, for those of you who don't want to make lemonades and you might drink, I'll bring the tequila. That's okay too. Regardless, you do something with your lemons. Because here's the thing, familia. You cannot obsess over why these lemons keep popping up in your life. You cannot obsess over trying to figure out how to get rid of your lemons. You cannot obsess about how to throw them back at life because it doesn't work that way. You don't have control over those situations. What you do have control over is how you're going to take your lemons and make your own lemonade. How are you going to take your lemons and make something out of them? That's that's the theme of this month, and that's what really will help you moving forward. Because when you do that, that's when you can create your action steps. That's when you can sit and say, you know what, I'm going to do different things. I'm going to make a difference in my life or in the lives of others. Because here's the thing, familia. June is going to come. I mean, we're already here. I'm recording this on June 3rd. We're 3 days in, and it's going to go by even faster. The thing is, and I really want you to know this, familia, you need to be intentional in your own life, because if you do not, no one, and I mean no one, is going to come and rescue you. No one is going to come and save you. No one's going to come and tell you what to do. No one's going to come and clean up the mess. You have to do it. You have to create your action steps. The only way to create those action steps is again by taking everything you've you've experienced, taking everything you've received and creating something from that and really creating those action steps moving forward, especially towards the life you want, towards the new beginnings you want, towards the changes you want to make. You, that is your power. That is your magic. That is what you can do. The lemons are here. The lemons are here to stay for some of us. The lemons are permanent. How and what can we do? And that is what June is really going to be showing you a lot this month is what are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's it. It's funny because that's what I feel a lot of the question that's going to be for the remaining of the month is what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? How are you going to do this? Um, and that's okay. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming because here's the thing, familia. If there is no trust, self-trust, or there's no trust in higher power, or there's just a lot of fear or a lot of uncertainty, of course, it can create for many of you to feel stuck. It can create for many of you to have that fear analysis. Analysis paralysis is one of the things I'm hearing. When you have this, breathe. It's okay to have it. Feelings are feelings, and we cannot avoid them, nor should we be avoiding them. I just want to make sure you know this and are clear with this. If you do not do anything about your feelings or do not try to move forward, you're going to stay stagnant and life is going to continue on without you. And I don't want this for you, familia. And I know you don't want this for yourself. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be you are meant to be an active participant in your life. And the only way to be an active participant in your life is by you taking charge, you moving forward with what you want, with your heart desires. As I mentioned, that's the goddess whispering this month. What are your true heart desires? And how are you going to get there? What can you do? And really being able to use this theme and then also use the energy of the strength that we have to really combine those two together. So with all of that, I want to drop your affirmation for the month or the mantra of the month, whatever you want to call it. And the affirmation of the month is I follow my butterflies as I charge ahead, trusting new opportunities are coming my way. I will repeat that. I follow my butterflies as I charge ahead, trusting new opportunities will be coming my way. So remember this, familia. This mantra, this affirmation, read it when you feel lost. Write it when you feel overwhelmed. Breathe into it when you feel completely out of it. Lean on this mantra as much as you can and follow your butterflies. Now, for those of you who don't know what your butterflies are, those are your touchstones from Gus. Those are your moments where you're like, okay, Gus, thank you. I see you. I hear you. I feel you. Those are your butterflies. So follow your butterflies as you charge ahead. Charge ahead, familia. As you charge ahead, knowing and trusting that opportunities are coming your way. We just cannot stay stagnant. And that's really the most important thing of this month is please do not stay stagnant. Move forward. Let's move forward. So some tips and tricks to really help you practice a lot of this mantra and really allowing you to follow your butterflies and charge ahead, trusting the process. A lot of this is, remember, practice the 3 Ps, which is pause, pray, then proceed. So pause whenever you feel overwhelmed. Pause when you feel you're spiraling. Pause when you are at a crossroads and you don't know which direction to take. Just pause. Now, for those of you who have been with me for some time, remember pause can also stand for postpone action until serenity emerges. So we're going to pause. Then you pray. While you're paused, pray. Connect with Gus. Connect with your inner comadre, compadre, or comextre. Connect with your inner wisdom. Connect with your intuition. Connect with that part of you that knows the answers. And the best way sometimes is just by praying. My favorite prayer, simple prayer, is I don't know what I'm doing, but you do, so help me. I use a little F-bombs in there, but you know. And with them proceed, and then you make intentional steps forward, and then you move forward and with intention, with the knowledge of the plan you're going to take. And sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you just know you need to take a step forward. And so that's another tip following from the three P's is remember, every step forward is a step forward, regardless if it's a tiny baby step or if it's a large giant step. Any step forward is a step forward. So remember this. Also, remember to be intentional in all of your day-to-day tasks. Be intentional in the mundane of life. Make it magical. One of my favorite tips that I love to do with this is play the game with Gus. Say, hey, Gus, send me a feather today. And then just be open to receive your feather and enjoy the mundane of life as you look for your butterflies. When something is scary, something brings up fear, when something brings up your imposter syndrome, when something brings up your catastrophizing thinking, when any of these moments come up, familia, I want you to gather at least 20 seconds, 20 seconds of insane courage to move forward with it. That's all you need. Just 20 seconds. After your 20 seconds of courage are up, then you can stop whatever you're doing or you can just or keep going. You'd be surprised. Just gather 20 seconds of insane courage to do it anyway. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's all about progress. So as you move forward, remember it's progress, not perfection. And and so yeah, those are some of your tips for this month for June that will help you. You know, familia, regardless of the challenges that are coming your way, trust the path. Trust your journey. Trust your spirit team. Trust your higher power. Trust yourself. Because whatever June can be handing you this month, lemons or sugar for your lemonade, whatever it is, be prepared for it. Bring it with you along your journey. I'm going to close this out with a quick prayer for La Familia. You can pause and just be here in this moment or receive it, or you can skip over. That's okay. Whatever works for you. So go ahead and let's take a deep breath in to connect. Oh, higher power. I pray that La Familia finds their courage, finds their strength, and makes all the lemonade that they want to make, or have tequila shots if that's what they're calling. I pray that this month ahead is filled with blessings and abundance and prosperity. I pray that this month ahead gives La Familia the tools, gives them everything that they need, the coping skills, the love, all of what is needed for them to be successful and to move forward in the direction of of their highest good, of the direction to follow their heart's desires. Blessed be. Thank you, familia. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of La Familia. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, thank you for the emails and thank you for the comments. I always love reading. I always love commenting back. So please don't stop that. And so yes, I pray that June is an amazing month for all of you. And with all of this, I am sending you all so much fire and butterflies. And familia, don't forget to always love your now. Bye.